Hello and welcome to the Lucky Ones podcast. I'm your host, Lucky Wood, and tonight I'm joined by three amazing women of arm wrestling. We have Amanda, Mad Marshall X. We have Aunt Shaz, and of course, returning the beautiful Killer Butterfly herself, Christina. How y'all doing? As I die. I think I sucked in a piece of lint or something. Happy 2026, friends!
Yeah, ladies.
Let's
it's been a great
go.
year.
It's
been a great year for the Canadians, that's for sure.
Hey, our year wasn't terrible. Down here.
You guys did okay too, you know.
We did all right.
Yeah.
I have to say though, I'm excited for what I'm seeing. Just 3 days in, I'm trying not to get too hopeful for 2026, but we had yet another amazing female match announced today for East versus West, and so we're gonna have Carolina Pedersen and Ezra gracing the stage for a lightweight left hand match. And y'all know how I feel about lefty matches. Like, left hand is the hand.
Left and I love lightweight. I mean, I love all this lightweight action coming up. I mean, I love both arms. They both get jealous of each other, but I'm see more lightweight. Same with the ticket. Yeah,
definitely. I just need my third female match, Baxter. We need 3 minimum.
Yes, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. I'm always saying a solid 3. Or how about this? An all-female card, like Queen of the Table.
Yeah. People have already said that an all-female card for women at East versus West would be boring. Like, no one's gonna watch it.
Jealous. It's me. When they were saying, put your women and children to bed, the best match is coming up. I'm like, yo, dude, I actually paid for this pay-per-view. You want me to go to bed? Like,
first of all, we women used to keep everything that was all women's sports was like in the wee hours of night. Let's talk about Glow, roller derby, like that stuff would come on about 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. So, men were up till 4 a.m. watching us back in the day. So, I think I personally would like to see some teens on East versus West. Like maybe hitting between like the 18 age right there, like, just because they need to travel more a little bit right before they're hitting adult stage. I would like to see that class for male and female.
I agree. That would be legit.
Yeah.
High schools too. Like I noticed you post something, I believe, about a high school Lucky. But for me, for the last year, actually, I talked with Marlon Hicks a bit about it too. I just think that really the future, like you're saying, is children. Get them while they're younger, right? Like the commercials can do it, so can arm wrestling. So go try and get into schools. And I mean, it's already growing, but if you get into schools, it's exponential.
I agree. Yeah. I agree.
1,000%.
We finally have girl-female wrestling is making a really good president right now at high schools. So, and it's grown so fast in like 6 months. So
a lot of sports are actually getting more accolades and a little bit more money. That like this, I remember soccer and hockey was really sort of pushing it, but even more, there are a lot more sports where females are being encouraged and watched.
Yep.
We do have an all-women sports network on, what is it? On Pluto. I've been seeing the commercials about it. So, I mean, say what you will, but we have our own channel now, at least.
That's awesome.
It's something. And it plays everything. Like Christine was just saying, soccer, hockey, football, all of it.
Yeah, there's an all-women sports network.
Yeah.
It's AWSN TV.
I'd like to see if there's arm wrestling on it.
Now there will be.
I'm looking now.
I'll be writing a letter.
Let's speak it into existence.
Yes.
So, go ahead, Chaz.
Oh no, you say what you have to say, and then I'll get on with my announcement.
Ooh, you got an announcement?
I might.
Ooh, all right. Go ahead. Drum roll.
Okay, slow down.
Okay, so Christina, if you want to send that link you have to Lucky, here's the real reason behind this podcast. This is not about BSing about the year in review. This is about you. This is for us to say thank you for everything you do for us, for being who you are, for being a friend, a sister, a mom, a wife, a mentor, our podcast god. We love you so much, and you have done so much for the female community. We just wanted to say thank you, and we mean that from our hearts. We collected a little thing. Christine's going to send it to you. We'd like for you to play it on the podcast.
Yeah, I just sent it. It's because the file was so large. I tried to keep it small, but everybody has so many wonderful things to say about you. I will send the videos individually. They were really cut them up. It was very hard to be in charge of me cutting this beautiful word right there. Also compressed it. I'm hoping if you received it on your messenger. It's too big to send.
Yeah, I got it.
Thank God.
We've been plotting this for a while. Christina's been great at getting the videos put together and edited for us.
And I'm not
I'm firing all of you.
Honestly, it was really. I like to push myself to do things, and so it was a bit, but I felt like I could do it. But really, the best thing about it was getting to hear all the wonderful videos about you, right? Like I said, I had to cut a lot of them up, and I'll send them separately. But everything was on point, and it was so, when you watch other acts of kindness, it was really nice to hear all the true and just kindness is so underestimated, and everybody just points to that direction, and as well as your tenacity, and even for me, especially, making a platform space for everybody, like you said on your podcast with that Bicep King. You've had, he said you've had people like Sarah Bachman and Gabby, but you've had amateurs, and you've made a space that's equal for everybody from any walk of life. And it is so important to have that so we can all become fungi and connect.
Okay. And it's all over the world now. We are multi-international.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to play this, I guess, and look terrible the rest of the freaking show.
Oh, you're beautiful.
Let me see if I can. All right, there's that. So let me go ahead and.
Oh, I'm glad. Look at you're so clever.
I don't even remember how to do stuff. Like, I'm literally shaking so bad right now. Anything. All right, hang on. All right, I got it. Here we go. Okay. All right, share. All right.
Eddie's mom made that poster. Okay. Oh, you gotta rewind it so you can hear them.
Volume. Yeah.
This way. Let's see.
All right. Pause. Volume. Okay. There we go.
Bugger off.
Hey, Lucky.
Hey, Lucky.
Lucky.
Hey, Lucky.
Or Lucky.
Hey, Lucky. Hey, Lucky.
Lucky Wood.
Hey, Lucky.
Hey.
Hey, Lucky.
Hi, Lucky. Even when things aren't going right for you, you're still pushing yourself to find the silver lining, and that's inspiring. Thank you so much for everything you've done for female arm wrestling and arm wrestling in general.
As a guest on my show with her coach, Michael Nance, and hearing about all the progress that she's been able to make as an athlete and her progression in the sport. And I cannot wait to see what 2026 will bring for you.
Hey, Lucky. Thanks for the continued shout-outs and the support that you've lent me this year. Greatly appreciated.
We appreciate you and all that you do as a person, as an arm wrestler, and what you do for women's arm wrestling in general. Love you.
You are so incredibly driven and a huge asset for the women of arm wrestling. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for your contribution to the sport. You have done so much for the women in arm wrestling. Keep shining bright, and I love to have you in my life.
Ready? And go. Hey, Lucky, you're divine. You're so fun. Hey, Lucky, you're divine. You truly help us all the time. Hey, Lucky. Hey, Lucky. Hey, Lucky.
Let you know just how special you are to the community, and wanted to thank you for all the support you've given through the Fingers podcast, and just let you know that your hard work and everything you do for this community we love, much appreciated. Merry Christmas.
From the bottom of our hearts, we are so blessed to really have you as a champion in our lives and in our community. And I just hope you feel the love and know that you are appreciated and you're treasured and you're doing awesome. And we can't wait to see all the places you're going to go. Love you, girl.
Lucky, you're a great arm wrestler. It was a pleasure training you and coaching you. Keep growing the sport. Keep growing with it. Wish you all the best.
What you have brought to the arm wrestling community for women is amazing. You've given us a platform that we can actually talk and explain to people how much we love being in the sport. Love you.
Hey, Lucky. Love you so much. Thank you for all that you're helping do for the female arm wrestlers, for the community, for the sport. Love you so much, and keep on rocking.
Why are you so uninterested to go to school, Iti?
Because Lucky isn't my teacher.
Hey, Lucky.
I feel like I know everybody's words.
Yay, Lucky. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Oh gosh. Why am I big? I should not be big.
I think what's so crazy is
moment.
I watch the videos and I go, oh my gosh, there's like 15 other people I can think of that I didn't reach out to.
Yeah.
So if any of you guys see this, just
We're
put your
sorry.
thoughts. No, just put your thoughts in this so she can come back to it and always have it to read. So if you catch this, just go, hey, we're sorry we didn't reach out. You know, there's so many people, and
It was
I know
so hard to keep this a secret and not
That
have
was
you
the
find
hardest
out.
part.
And I'm
Who do
like
you
trying
trust?
to post stuff without Lucky, but I'm like, she has like another account. And then the Lucky ones, oh my, I can't block her from the.
So,
And there was a few people that
Very
didn't
bad.
feel well too, that were just like, there was a timeline, literally a few people that were sick at the same time. So there was, yeah.
Right.
So let's take a pause real quick because Priscilla wrote something in there and it says, "Hey Lucky, I know it wasn't in the video, but thank you so much for having me on your podcast. You honestly really encouraged me, and thank you just so much. I love being on your podcast. Thank you." I read it out loud. There, so
Thank you.
there we go. Now you can see it.
Yeah.
It needed words. It needed a voice behind it. Thank you
I
so much,
agree.
Priscilla. So, but we also have to this was Shaz's idea. We've been sitting on this one for like months going, okay, how do we get this? When are we gonna do it? All right. And then once we kind of went global, it was like, all right, ladies, here's the goal. So thank you, Shaz. Yeah.
Thank you, Shaz.
Well, thank you. I take zero credit for this. It was all of us.
Yeah.
It's everyone, even the ones that didn't get to say anything. You know, their hearts are with you in this.
Yes.
And we'll post this afterwards on Facebook so everyone can see it.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll get more comments, I'm sure.
For sure.
No, that's really sweet, guys. Thank you.
I definitely think it was something you needed too.
Yeah.
1000%.
You've been through so much in your personal life, and then to still be here for all of us and everyone else on top of that. Yeah. It's pretty amazing of you. That's right there.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people don't realize this too. Like Lucky works multiple jobs and runs this podcast. Okay. And wants, And anytime we can't have a woman on, she's just grateful for another show. Like, we'll shout out to Chocolate Thunder, Jody Williams, putting the women on. It's just like,
Yeah.
if they can't come on us, at least they're going to somebody else. At least somebody else is advocating.
Mhm.
So, look, he's always behind the scenes going, oh, thank God they had a girl on. Oh, thank goodness. I love it. So we're not trying to hold all the women to ourselves. We want other people to have the women on. So we want, yeah, we want all the guys to recognize us. So, hey, Craig, I think you're next, by the way. So,
To be fair, Craig had Courtney on. Courtney was the first female on Craig's show. So
there you go. All right, so we need you to have at least every other week a female. You've already had like 2 of my teammates. Let's roll. So, and Craig's got a good head on his shoulders too. I like his outlook and what he's putting out there for people. So
definitely, yes. If you're not following Table Kings with Craig Subelair out of Florida, make sure you head over to his channel. Because he does a really good job putting out, and he started doing live interviews too. Some of them are pre-recorded, but then he also has started doing live ones too, which is pretty legit. So
yeah.
And then Matt Conley, thank you, Matt, thank you, Sarah, thank you, Jocelyn.
I had a list.
Theirs were much longer. They had a lot more. There's a lot of love from them. Like theirs was like a couple minutes long, so you have days of footage to watch on your own.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, and Brian Parliament, thank you, and Christina, thank you, and Gina, thank you.
And her mom, so sweet. Putting that together. Too, so cute.
That was too cute at the end. I'm like, he's got my teeth.
That's been like the thing since I think our very first show that we did with her. She was like, I wish you were my teacher.
You have merch. I think Priscilla mentioned merch, but I was actually just looking at some of your merch. Like, it's kind of cool. You can put your logo. And I was like, ooh, I could put my Killer Butterfly logo on a Lucky shirt. Ooh.
Definitely. Yeah, Priscilla, definitely hit me up, girl. We have Lola shirts, and you can have those personalized. They're not bad at all. We're hoping to expand a little bit. Oh, I'd love to be able to get some.
Yeah, I keep bringing it up, looking at trying to. Yeah, looking at keep talking about things.
We should talk about merchandise in Canada too for for our girls over here. 'Cause I just went through a thing. It wasn't their fault. I won't mention the company, but I ordered a shirt and we paid the duty, and then for it to be delivered, I had to pay duty again. So we can, Oh, it's been a nightmare. So if we can do that on the Canadian side too, maybe that would be
definitely.
And then proceeds will just go right into the lucky ones.
Well, and right now we actually don't do merch for profit right now. We did for the jerseys. We had that we did, and then that went to sponsoring. But everything that we do is pretty much at cost because we just like the girls love the merch.
The jerseys are nice. They came out
but
great.
We like the money.
Yeah. So.
That's how we get our girls to go places.
Yeah, and that's like, and we got our girls making the.
We're gonna talk about this, Lucky.
We'll continue to talk about it.
But give us ideas, ladies. Give us ideas of merch you would like to see, and maybe that's where we can.
Tank tops, or you guys call them beanies, I guess. Your little hats.
I like tank top or jersey style because for arm wrestling, when you actually arm wrestle, I hate having.
I was gonna say you cut your shirts off anyways.
Mine off.
Everybody
notice that.
Or take my shirt off when I get too hot. It's not because I want to be revealing. It's like when you're golfing. If you don't fix your stance, it's going to be in your head, right? So as soon as I get nationals and stuff, you can't do that. So I would really like more jerseys.
Yeah. Tank tops. I like tank tops. Hoodies even.
Like tank tops. Yeah. Tank tops would be great too. Yeah.
All right, ladies, let me know what
so Lucky.
Shorts, socks, bandanas.
Answer.
What has been your top I think I might have asked you last time we were together, maybe for looking back in review, as this was supposed to be, the surprise version. What were your 3 favorite moments of this year?
Oh. All right, got you, Scylla. I say the first one was probably placing at the Arnold's. I definitely that surprised me. That was something that I wasn't expecting to do, and then when I did it, it was like, okay, like I was officially, like, I had already done a couple of events at my weight goal that I wanted to do, and I had done fairly well, but then it was like, all right, this actually, like, everything's coming together. And not only did I place, I had some really good matches against some really solid people. And even if it didn't go in my favor, I still felt like, yeah, I actually held my own. And so I feel like arm wrestling wise, I think that's my favorite moment. I think what's fun is going to places and getting recognized. It's definitely my, like, non favorite arm wrestling. It's just like, and not even just like me personally, but like just like the show. I guess I should say the show getting recognized is like, oh yeah, you're lucky from the lucky ones. Like, I think that goes to show, like, you know, that we're actually, you know, making a little imprint on this, on the arm wrestling community, and, you know, people are watching our shows and people are enjoying the shows, and to, like y'all said, just to be able to create a space where we can celebrate all these amazing female athletes is just something that's really, really cool.
And that's why Shaz put this show together today. And so I guess my next question to follow up. So looking at the past, do you have another one? I also want to know, what do you look forward to the future? I know that you guys down in the U.S. on the 24th have Illinois State Arm Wrestling. Like, do you guys have some state arm wrestling championships that are coming up that you're looking forward to? Any, like, really big ones?
Yeah, so like me personally, like, I have a couple of events that are excited, but I'm actually really excited for both the Queen of the Table that's happening in Canada in April. That's going to be really important. I know, you know, shout out to Christina Glover down there. She is one of the sponsors for that. Woo woo. So thank you, Ann, for making that happen. And then, you know, the next month after that, we have Queen of the Wing, and, you know, and I think, and there's different athletes. There are a couple of repeats, but a majority of them are different athletes. So it's really cool that we have 2 very solid North American events for ladies specifically that is showcasing a lot of different women. So I think, and then, you know, of course, the Nationals is a couple weeks after that. You know, you have IFA Nationals where a lot of women are planning on showing up to that. You have WAF Nationals where women are planning on attending so they can compete in India. So I'm excited for 2026 in the sense that I really feel like we built a lot in 2025 as far as female, not we, like, specifically, but like the royal we of female arm wrestling has built a lot, and now we're in 2026. We're gonna see a lot of that reaping being sown in. So
yeah.
Hi Ozzy.
Thank you so much, Ozzy.
Thank you.
Ding,
Another
ding.
arm wrestler to y'all to subscribe to. If you're not subscribed to Ozzy, make sure you head over there. When I'm on his show, I say that he's my favorite Aussie arm wrestler, but he's my second favorite Australian podcast host.
One of my favorite announcers too. I think he's definitely in my top 4, top 3, top 4. So.
He's in my top 2 of favorite announcers.
I thought that Devin and Coach Ray really good job as the East versus West. I just really, it was like I've listened to sports before, especially football. So they had that that sound of wisdom that you could just sort of rely on, calmness, but like super informative. And I also like, it was very open. Do you know what I mean? You can tell he has a wife and a daughter too. You know what I mean? Just the way he speaks of arm wrestling and women in it. You're like, I really appreciate that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What about you, Lucky? Do you want to? Have you ever score kept? Have you ever been asked to MC an event? Would you ever? I've done my left level, my last super match. I'm really glad I did. It gives you an instant.
We were just talking about that. Lucky only took the certification class so that I could learn how to be a better puller. I have no desire to actually put on that striped shirt at any point in time. I am entirely too sensitive for that.
It's a tough job. That is a lot of respect to all the refs out there.
Brackets, yeah. I do. Brackets I do, and I have to catch myself because I do find myself like coaching from the table, and I'm like, shut up, you're supposed to be bipartisan in this. And then as far as announcing events, that would be really cool.
That would be fun.
That would be really fun to do one day. I always say that if they ever did like a female house, like if Greg Sharp ever did like a female house or something like that, I call MC. Like I don't care who else you get. I'm
in there too. Oh, this is great. I'm gonna have a stat card then because I'm putting this out there more. I've talked with Gina about this. It's gonna happen. I want a queen of the table, the West Coast. I have a female in mind, Haya, for scorekeeping. She does a lot of scorekeeping over here already. You could do MC, like all female band here, and I've also mentioned, like, I really want to do like sponsorship. So, when you have a kid from another country come and you do, right? So I want that. I'll open my home to a few people, some other people, so it can really make it happen. I really want a queen of the table, West Coast.
Yes, I will help you with that.
Awesome. I'm excited. And everybody, all of us will be there, right?
100%.
Love to.
Okay, you're invited. Okay, good. So, anybody else have some questions? So let's keep under the firing line of fire.
I just thought all these videos and we were going to be talking, and I wrote my little speech for you, and I didn't even read it. I just went off like I do.
I'm here for it.
Lucky knows how I feel about her. We talk every day.
I
know. Hi, Mr. Peanut. Enjoy the rest of your show. Got to film 2 sports. Ooh, nice. Well, enjoy, sir. Have fun. And thank you for swinging by. I appreciate you.
Send us some subscribers.
Shout out. I will 100% say that I really do appreciate that when I'm in Jake's chat, he 100% sends people our way, and he will always shout out the lucky ones, and he talks about our show with very high regard. So thank you for that, Jake. I really appreciate it.
Much appreciated.
And I mean, we've talked about this before. We're not in competition with anybody when we're not on the table, right? It's to get the word out there about everyone. And if they have her on the show, we'll have her. It's not.
No,
we're not fighting.
We want everybody.
We want everybody. I was just going to say that. We want everybody, and we want everybody to go everywhere, right? We want your name out there. We don't. I mean, if our name gets out there, that's great. But we want to use our name for you.
Yeah, like prime example, like Devin did this huge shout out for Edie, and like she has 1 million views.
I have some secrets about that.
So I actually like that he shows it like for the women in Canada first. Like it's like let me give it to my hometown girls first. So I like that. So that's what I appreciate the most. Again, I see Jody trying to do more for the women. I'd like to see other podcasts do it. So just get us out there,
Yeah.
Highlight the ones. Highlight your favorites first. Whatever,
Absolutely.
Again, we can't grow if we don't showcase the new, take in like our sisters that have started this,
Mm-hmm.
we gotta keep going. So
yeah, I love that Devin did like the shout out, and also there was another big shout out I think around the same time that they're going to start doing like female practices every week, 40 female practice. You do not know how jealous I am over here. But they're trying to pull.
Probably as jealous as we are down here.
I have a new girl that she seems really dedicated. She's equestrian in the circus, and she runs a farm, and she's lightweight like me, and I'm just super excited, and because she seems very determined. She's been to Worlds for equestrian, like ship or whatever. Yeah, so I'm very, very, very hopeful. Her name's Cassie. So I got my Christmas present today, guys. I just remembered.
What is it?
It's an arm wrestling table. I just set it up. It was my husband and I. We both he pitched in, and I got it. So I'm excited. I just need the pulley system now. So I have a practice. Anyway, what's up?
I can't believe you did that one before. I'm gonna have to come over and check it out with you.
Oh, I do. This shaky thing that my lovely husband tried to make out of wood is really for my office space. So I'm gonna put this in the laundry room for all the delinquent laundry people that leave their laundry in there for weeks. So there's a table instead of ending up on the floor. Like arm wrestling table. So come on over. Let's have a party. I could even have a tournament now because I have a table and my level 1.
Yes. What was the funniest thing that happened on the podcast last year?
Good.
That is a
question, Amanda.
Trying to remember. We had some great moments.
there was a funny moment where Lucky accidentally, I think she called me a co-horse or co-horse. That was funny. Slip up. I was like,
I did. I remember that. That was great. My co-horse.
I didn't hear horse. I heard whore.
Co-horse because I was gonna say co-host, and then I also put cohort because we had just finished a thing at work where we had to be like, and your cohort. And I was like,
There's a couple funny moments too where I know like pre-show even like thinking it was set up and like stuff happening and you're like, oh wait a minute, that wasn't live. That's good.
I think
being on live for 10 seconds or 20 seconds and not knowing, just shit talking. Oh, we're live. Hi.
I think one of like my favorite, I want to say it was Fia and Malin, when they were getting to arm wrestle against each other. Those two are just a bunch of freaking clowns. I swear. They like the way they talk.
Come this way. I want her to come feel like she's invited to my house to their this is gonna be such an epic party, you guys. Oh. It's happening in my mind already. I'm enjoying the journey already.
I'm already feeling like there's gonna be too much estrogen.
No, listen,
we're all gonna cycle together.
That's what happens. My last super match, I was supposed to get my period, so I prayed it didn't come, and it came a week earlier, and it matched up with my best friend, and our birthdays were a day apart. It happened on our birthdays. But so it does happen. So you might have a thing there, but that's a powerful thing. That's just you're just giving me an argument there. This is great.
There you go.
This is great.
No,
I think the show that I laughed the most at, like just like enjoyed, was probably having Anna Gronlund on. Like I really enjoyed her. Not that I don't enjoy my other shows, but she just has. And then Sayla Jones and I have very similar humors in the way that we act and think, and so that was a really fun show too.
I know that's the one that I have to get up with for after chat time stuff. So, but I love what was Anna's end of the quote for women that I love?
Oh, there's a special place in hell for women who don't support other women.
They make their own. People that do that, honestly, they really make their own hell. You have to live with yourself. You're not happy if you're being a certain way. So I kind of like have empathy for people like that. You know, not too much because we're in 2026 and we're moving on. But but I do. I really enjoyed like the funny shows. There was a lot of funny stuff, but I also really enjoyed the moments where it was a space for women to feel safe to talk about things like their period and pulling, which is important, or like things that happen for women. There was a lot of episodes I watched where I'm like, this is so great. People are talking about this.
Yep. I think my favorite thing is we don't get on here and bring up BS drama, and we try to make it positive. I also like the fact, and this one is like very similar for all us women, about talking about how men treat us at the table. Like you can tell the level of puller that's been doing it for a while that respect it, and like how amateurs and sometimes, but what I also realize is when those men pull us a certain way, it's because they genuinely don't know how to help us. So it's kind of just they feel uncomfortable. Some men like will just sit there and hold us. So it's like our older guys, please like teach them how to help us. But we have to advocate for that too, you know?
Oh, yeah, big
So
time.
yeah.
I feel lucky. I'm really the only girl a lot of times. So just like anything in life or any person, you get people that are really supportive, really helpful. And then you get people that just try and tell you what to do and I am not the one, right? Like, and especially when they're a male that's a matriarch, and I'm just like, I can't, right? Like, I just can't. I'm so appreciative of men, and that especially ones I've done shout outs for, that it is so important that we have this space. Thank you, Lucky. Thank you so much. And chat.
Yeah, that's awesome. I had to give up going to practice pretty much for what you said there. I mean, our home team guys were great, but there were some new ones that were joining, and literally, I don't want to pull against girls. I don't want to pull against this chick. So I just kind of sat there in the background and eventually stopped going. So, I'm not driving 45 minutes to sit there and watch a bunch of egomaniacs for an hour and a half and then leave. It was unfortunate for me. I'm like, and then, I mean, there's another great team, but it's an hour and a half away, right? And it's just so hard.
Yeah, it's not. I feel. I mean, it's a blessing. They're gems to have the ones that truly, truly want to see you do well. There are no weird feelings. They just like. I'm so appreciative of those ones because we need more than just women. We need those men because they're already in there.
Lots of fantastic ones. Don't get me wrong. A couple bad apples spoiled the whole bunch, right?
And we can change it anyway. All it takes is one bright light to shine in a room. So if we just keep not letting them spread their mold, just will shine our lights. And then eradicate the darkness.
Yeah. Exactly. Arm wrestling be successful.
Yeah.
Not only be successful, but be respected for the sport that it really is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really not the barroom brawl stuff, even though, listen, we get those venues and we are very appreciative of those venues because a lot of times those venues are family owned, they're local owned, and they do support us. So if you're going to a place and it is a bar, they do their best to make it 100% family friendly. They want you to bring your kids, but you have to know there's going to be alcohol involved, but they do take care. Safety's number one. So just remember that when you're like, oh, it's at a bar, it's at a restaurant. Well, again, family owned most likely, or it's somebody who is
just tip your servers, people.
Somebody who just loves the sport. So
and it's the foundation. It's the foundation, right? If you look at like over the top and stuff, you need to start somewhere. I will say though that I do feel, and it's a great foundation because it's where we are now. We wouldn't be without those places. But I do feel this growth, and I'm going to say Olympics. I'm pretty sure that the Paralympics 2032 is a good start. All you need to do is get your foot in. So, that's its history. But I really feel it. I can feel it growing around. Everybody wants to have a league. Everybody wants to have a tournament. And if we can all just come together, power in numbers, I definitely feel it's just exploding, exponentially growing right now.
I agree. Especially for us women, I feel like I feel like going on the past 2 years, young women, like I love it every time. Like, hey, this girl, she just started pulling. Let's put her on the show. Well, she's only pulled like one time. She's only going to go to practice. Who cares? Do you love it? Hopefully, we're gonna help you want to like stay and do it. So, because that's what some of the guys want. They want their wife to pull. They want their daughter to pull. They want it to be a family thing because that's the first thing.
1880.
That's the first thing. Like, why we want you to practice. Family is there. We don't want you to make excuses why you can't come. So, bring the
It's
children.
so special when there's families or like when I see couples that golf together.
I love kids arm wrestling. Little kids, like 10 and under, the smaller tables. Those are my favorite. Yeah. They are not home on iPads. They are not home on video games.
Yes.
It is like, it's amazing. Like, don't get me wrong, I get the nerdy kids that don't like to be active, so I don't know if they're really mine, but I do. It's just I just love the little ones because it's like they're gonna be the next us.
Yeah. And when you see all the families together in Edmonton for Mayhem in the Mall, I sat behind a family newer to the sport from Calgary, and it was the mom there, the dad there, 3 or 4 kids. They were all grown, like 15, 16, 17, 18. And what a special, like my husband and son, they're so supportive. They come with me, but to like actually pull together and you can be in your home and you're all pulling. It's the family that pulls together stays together.
Yeah.
My boyfriend, I have to say, listen, my boyfriend is like, I don't do this arm wrestling stuff.
Yeah, but your daughter does, so it's okay.
But I know he loves it for me because I like, he just bought me new equipment and like, I want you to succeed. He's who watches the kids so I can go. So he's my number one supporter. He's like, I don't get the sport. It's just weird. It's not for me, but I'm happy for you that you have something. So
that's so special. It's so important to have that. It's so important. I feel I'm in the same situation. If I didn't have him with the kid and they get along and they do stuff, like they do a lot of like building Lego and all of that stuff like that, right? So it's really useful. It's super important to have support when you're doing this. It really helps, whether it's from a partner or arm wrestlers. It's like good to have somebody.
I have to say this about one of my favorite kids. He's one of my teammates' kids. So this is Dylan Bibb's kid, and I think it was his baby Dylan. So I was getting initiated into my team. I was getting my ass handed to me, and this little munchkin was right there at the table the whole time, and he would get me my water as I was sweating and dying to the table, hand me my man, that's some true love. He was like, I got you, Miss Amanda. So my favorite kid right there.
Was that yours? Yours? Yeah. Oh.
No, this was my teammate's kid. He brought him to practice the day that I was getting, I like to say, beat in. It was like you stay. Ooh, it's brutal. But yeah, he's like, I got your water.
Such a good feeling to get to pull that much. I haven't pulled in December. I'm ready now. My hands are so soft.
Oh.
I'm ready to get rough.
She's warmed up. She's gonna crush everybody.
Yeah. I'm just ready. Like, it's good to take a little deload. You know what I mean?
I know, but I'm like Christmas break. Like everybody kind of dies it down. You're with your family, and get it. But I'm over here going, what does my team look like?
Yeah. It's true. I'm still in the gym.
You text them, you see pictures every day, but it's like, all right, I need to hold hands.
Yeah, exactly. And I, like, even from the gym, it's hard to take a break. I took a week off, but I haven't pulled in a month, and I'm super excited to just pull a lot. Like, I really wish I was at keeping at the table, but because I'm probably not gonna be able to go because it's all the way over there. And if I do want to go to Nationals, I have to go back again in like a couple months. But I'm gonna get whatever money I can. I want to get a shirt. I'm gonna try and get some money. I want my name on the shirt.
There you go.
So are you gonna pull IFA Nationals?
It was brought up to me. My coach brought it up. Patrick, he mentioned it that I should probably. I'm not sure. This is the perfect platform. What should I do? There's so many things coming up. I don't know what to do.
Whatever your gut tells you.
I want to do Queen of the Table.
So do it. Listen. I hate to put this out there, but we still have a few months. Anything can happen. So, at least come and pull the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, be
Like 800
ready to show up in case something happens. That's what Amanda's saying.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
We won't
I
hope
had a jetpack. It'd be nice to have a little jetpack and a scooter there.
You can, hey, you know what? You can be the person that comes up and warms up the ladies. Because nobody's going to want to warm up with their opponent. So you can do
like the fluff.
Yeah,
exactly. You can do that. Yeah, so.
And especially the lightweight ladies are going to need somebody also, because I mean, like, no shade to the upper class, but sometimes warming up with them makes you more worn out than necessary. So it'd be nice to have another lightweight to warm up with.
I'm not gripping hands with anybody that could be a future opponent. Sorry, I don't.
It's so funny. I'm so curious. That's one of the things I thought. Like, there's a part of me that wants to, because I want to pull all the women I can. I just want to pull them all over Canada, all over the U.S. I want to pull everybody. But I see what you're saying. I have also had that same thought.
Right. Well, and that's where Amanda and I are completely opposite spectrums, because literally my goal was, let me get to as many women as humanly possible in 2025. And that was the third thing that I was going to say, was the fact that, like, I made and exceeded my goal, because I ended up with 58 women that I gripped up with in 2025.
Wow.
Well, listen, I'm not saying I don't want to grip up with women, but I'm
not. I understand, but like,
I'm
for
not
me,
going to do it at an event, like,
right.
So
right. And you also don't after pull.
I don't after pull. Nope.
And so, like, that's just how you and I are just, and I'm not right, she's not right, I'm not wrong, she's not wrong. It's just one of those things where it's we're on a different journey when it comes to arm wrestling.
It is really hard not to after pull, but I don't do it for two reasons. One, I'll keep to myself. If you're doing a tournament and you go to after pull, you're risking injury. Yeah. So that's my number one. The other one is the secret.
Well, so the thing is that so when I first started a little over a year and a half ago, of course I wanted to send me being a ESL teacher. Like, I just want to help. And then it was told said, you shouldn't do that, because one, you're going to injure yourself, because right after they think, oh, well, I couldn't get you in the tournament, but I'm going to get you here and you're not ready, because I always, but when I do it down. That's right. I always try and set parameters, because it's really hard for me not to want to help. It's hard. Right. So what I do is I'll say, warm up, and I'll say, there's no trophies here today. For a trophy, if you want to learn some stuff, that's fine. But it's hard, because I've been told I shouldn't too, and for good reason. But
right.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's your own. It's literally your own journey. It's just like when you set out to lose weight. Everybody's gonna have a different way. Everybody's gonna have a different suggestion. Everybody's gonna have, don't do this. Definitely do this. Make sure you're doing this. Definitely don't do that.
That's another thing about after pulls. Everybody's recovery is different.
Right.
Exactly.
And so it's one of those things where, like, for me, I've after pulled with ladies who I've been like, why did I do that? and walked and literally been like, hey, cool, thanks for, and just knew, like, that was not where I needed to be, and walked away from the table. It was nice about it. Didn't, do anything crazy, but I was like, okay, nope, this is not what I need it to be. So I'm not going to participate in this.
I got to pull Edie in the after pulls. If I hadn't done that, she came up with her dad, and I feel so fortunate, because she's like,
right.
I got to pull her.
I love Edie and her family, and I love Peyton and
their
family. That's what made me. I went to Worlds with them, and I was not on the podcast when they first showed up, and they recognized me from the podcast at Worlds, and that just made my trip so much better. I was like, they're like, you're from, so that was just a great feeling, and they're younger too, so it was just like,
they're lovely.
They are. I love their spirit. And I can trash talk a little bit with their families too.
I have something exciting coming up with ET that you're going to find out about when we're off air.
Yeah.
Look at all these
Well, and I
drops.
think
I'm loving this. Like, it's titillizing. This is great.
I think what's great too is like meeting them too, because we didn't have a lot of girls on our team, that it was great to root for Canada, you know. So, because like I said, like Canada was some hot shit in the juniors at WAF.
That's
So
what I was saying before we went live.
Everywhere, not
We've
even
done
just there. Like down in Costa Rica last year, I was watching the live feed. Logan was there, Ursula was there, Miguel was there, and you watch the live feed, and people are like, "Whoa, Canada is on fire! They're strong, and you can just feel it." I mean, the arm wrestlers in the world, and look at, we're Canadian, we got to chop wood and stuff, you know, eh?
Hey. Sorry.
The hosers don't know, Christina.
That's East Coast. That's East Coast talk. It's
We don't know about that.
Those Newfoundlanders
I know.
ruining it for the rest of us. Speaking of over that way, that's
Whatever.
Moncton.
I watch Letterkenny. I understand Canada.
Oh, no. That's not real Canadian.
Playing Canada. Canada.
We're more like Terrence and Phillip than we are about Letterkenny, for God's sake.
Fair. No, we used to call, when I lived in Minnesota, they called it Mini Canada, and that's
Minnesota.
I am loving Houdini Sports. Like, this is some great support
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is a great. So training matches. So the IFA in March, that's happening back in Toronto, right? In Ottawa. In Ottawa. You guys have.
No, that's WAF, babe.
Sorry, did I? IFA, isn't it?
No, it's you're talking about. It's like
It's the North American WAF. That's on March 14th.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, which, by the way, shout out to Ashley and Joey. The Canadian shirts are badass. I saw those. I saw those jerseys.
I saw the jerseys. Yes.
I was just actually talking to Lucky about. I've been watching old videos of WAF, and if you go back, Canadian jerseys have kind of always been on point. Like, people were pulling in T-shirts, but Canadians were like, "Nope, we got that jersey. We got that." You knew they were at the table, so yeah, that jersey's looking pretty fly. I like it. I like it a lot.
Nice.
That's all right. USA's got some good shit coming up. Thank you, Simon. We did. We had a when
that's
we were
what's happening. The one in the Vegas one is March 8th, but that was last year. That's what I.
Yeah.
No, but there's also there is also a Vegas one on March 14th. That's PAL that I believe is.
Well, is it really going under PAL anymore? I thought it's going under. Shit. Hancock, where are you? It's under United something.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
I hear these words.
And then
Most of the Arnold's coming first. What's the best one? So we still have the Arnold's coming before all of that.
Yeah.
Yes. March 5th to the 8th.
That's the most exciting one.
Yeah.
Is it 5th through the 8th? I've been giving different dates. I was told the end of February, or February 29th, and then March 1st.
Year, those were the dates for last year. Last year it ran through. It was like the 28th through the third, or the second or third. Yeah. You need to do a live stream with the Natty.
Yes, that's right. So March 6th to 8th is North American Arm Wrestling Championships WAF, right, in Ottawa, Ontario. So that's March 6th, March 8th. That's the North American Championships for WAF. March 14th is the IFA.
North American. And you're right. It's United. It's the UAL thing, not UAL. United American.
For us, our Canadian Championships, June 26th to 29th, or in New Brunswick, in Moncton. And what about you guys? I know you mentioned a few. And
that word always makes me laugh.
Training.
All right. So, okay. Time out. Houdini. hook us up with the Natty Bros. Okay. So
Well, I can reach out to Nick Stone. Nick Stone
Yeah.
is really close to the Natty Bros. I can
So
ask him.
yeah, let's see if they'll do a little show with us and help us get up to like 1,000 subscribers. 'Cause, you know,
We're almost there.
we got that in
We're
our,
almost
our
there.
little channel. So
2026. 1,000.
962. So I just went on invite frenzy.
Yeah.
Listen, the more we get, the more we can do.
Yeah.
And the more we can recognize them. It's nothing but pros. There's no cons for it. So
yeah, it reminds me of a song, you know, the more we get together.
And it's funny because I've got salt and pepper. It's a she thing in my head.
That better. I'm
and
going out after
that's
this episode.
why.
Nice.
So,
and that's why we work, because we have all sorts of spectrums. We go from Barney to salt and pepper.
And there's that one. I mean, there's a couple of good ones out there for us women that just empowering women. We had oh gosh, I don't know who did this, but we have a follower, and I loved what he said. In order for us women to get where we want to do, honestly, we women have to take control of it and not always rely on the men. We love the men. We're grateful for the men. They started the path, but we have to take, the reins and just say, yeah, we want to be seen, and we're taking up space, and you're going to love it. You're really going to love it.
The louder we get, the more, the more reaction we get. So
yeah, and I'm gonna put something out there too. You want women?
Lord, here we go.
Yeah, I gotta go to soapbox.
Amanda's got her hair done. That's it. She's ready to go.
Here's my soapbox. You want women to be more entertaining, so we've got women that like to scream and yell at the table, just like the fudging men do. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a little peachy.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, build a bridge and get the fuck over it, because we all have our own adrenaline rush, and everybody hugs and there's respect afterwards. But when you're up there and you have that power where you dominated or where you have beat somebody that you wanted to beat, yeah, that scream's going to come out. It might look mean or unsportsmanlike, but it's not. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to be probably be shitty screamed at, but I wait for the day where I have that roar at the table, okay? Because then you're going to know my name more. You're going to talk more about the
allowed to have stage presence, right?
Well, listen, if you're going to sit there and be crappy to one, then be crappy to all that scream and yell.
Right. Or how about be crappy tonight and just, like you said, deal with it.
How many men go crazy at the table? Love you, Matt Mask.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, absolutely batshit crazy. How many tables have been broken at East versus West because of slamming and yelling? All right.
It's like women are considered emotional because we use our full range of emotions, but anger is also an emotion. There's a lot of hiding, right? However, yeah, all of that is fine with me as long as it's respectful and you don't cross the line, because you don't want to see me when you don't want that. But there has to be a respect thing constantly. There can be screaming and all that. But on the other side of that as well, to further the sport in a respectful way, and I have to bring this up. I really don't like some of the tactics at the last events with the hair. Why do the girls UFC style shit? You have to do this. It's annoying me. The guys no touching beforehand, and no that show that they're putting on, where why? Do you know what I mean? Before the shows where they're trying to do that UFC style thing, but it's for the women, it's almost like they're trying to do they're trying to make them do this thing that's
I think they're trying to what's the word? Objectify us.
And
They're
I
trying
don't,
to make
I
it
don't
look
like
more
that.
gonna
sexy.
say they
I
want us
just want
to
to
look
arm
sexy,
wrestle. I
not
just want to arm wrestle. I don't need all the extra. Maybe that's just me. Like if it comes naturally, you'll see it. That's fine. But I just let's go there. I like it clean. I want to just kick somebody's ass. Buy the books at your best on your best day, and then shake your celebrate.
Yeah, and we want to be treated like athletes.
Yeah. That's why I'm supporting the
But
Queen versus the Table, and I will continue even if I only go to super matches that are like female cards. I've literally been feeling that way, to be honest with you.
yeah,
A little bit, but I'm going to take it day by day. That's how I'm going to. I'm, you have to set boundaries. You have to teach people how to treat you, and yeah. It's the same at the table. So shake the person's hand before. There's no reason we should be having these like full on hate death matches, right? It's arm wrestling.
yeah. Don't get me wrong. I like the shit talking prior. I like everybody getting that riled up. Sometimes it's real, sometimes it's not. I know what you got to do to get ratings, and I'm cool with that.
I just don't like this
But at the end of the day, like let it be settled on the table, and then move on to the next thing.
Yeah, because the bottom line is a lot of there's 90% more respect at the table. Oh, I hate you at the table, but I am going to praise you and commend you for your victory if you take one over me because you were the better puller that day.
Yeah.
And you see a lot of that. I think like I've got favorite people who are like that. Sarah Bachman is like that. She's very like you were the better puller. Paul Lynn, prime sportsman athlete right there. Yeah. I had, you know what? I give a shout out to my teammate Adam. He will pull somebody and he wants to destroy you, but if you watch him, if he even like thinks you got hurt, it's like, wait a minute, are you okay? Like, so there's that like pause for a minute. A lot of people are like, whatever. No, he's always like, but wait a minute, my bad. So
that's the hardest part for me. Actually, is I've actually in the year and a half I've seriously injured 2 people. So it's the first time I actually one that cried. And she was in my face a lot. Like you were saying, that's why I'm triggered by that, right? Because then it got a thing, and then
I was there. I was there.
And then the second time it happened, right? Because I was actually, and then so then I was like on edge when I went to nationals. The girl afterwards came up and said, "Did you hear that?" So that is something that I've had to work really hard to get over. Like people like, it's part of the sport. Just gotta like get over it because I don't want to hurt anybody. I just want to arm wrestle and win. I don't want to hurt anybody.
About that for quite a bit after that match.
I had to go dancing that night. It felt really good after and danced it out to a live band. Oh, there was a lot of dancing. It was a really, really. I have a lot of respect, even though it feels unnecessarily heated sometimes. But I have a lot of respect for my opponent because we've been back and forth, and there was a lot of. That's why I'm just like, oh god, provincials, and yeah, there was a lot of yelling in my face, and like kind of like go tell your mom.
It was
Mama's dead, you like, and then after that stuff.
It was not cool.
Happened.
It was not cool.
And then it brought the friend. And so
I think sometimes people will yell to get you off your game.
I was so upset by that. That was supposed to be my first interview, and I just walked out.
As a ref, going for like misconduct at that point. But you know what? That's like in the past. But I guess for me, I'm a little triggered by that. Bring some, and I don't, and I just want to keep everything like this. So I know what you're saying, but it's really hard for me because I don't like their. And then I black out, and I don't.
And they had like 8 matches in a row, back to back to back to back to back too.
Oh, that's true because we both did because we were really close for points.
We got amateur, pro, and left and right. Right?
It was like a dream. Like, but it was such a great testament.
It was
so
a lot
to have that, to know that I could do that. That's why I'm like, ooh, I want that round robin. Back to the round robin.
It was a lot, and each one got a little more vicious and a little more vicious and a little more vicious. Not on Christina's part, but it was vicious.
And I don't like.
And we want sports. We want entertainment. We don't want crap.
Do I not entertain you?
Right. Like the show, bring the show, but don't bring the drama.
I mean, I'm sorry. The match just happened so quick with her, but like usually it's like fast. I love matches that go. I want to be in a. There's a couple at Nationals where they were a little longer, and I got to grunt for the first time at Nationals. Oh, it felt so good, that 10% extra. You're like, oh, it does work. It does work. So now I grunt all the time. But I do love shows that go on, and they're like back and forth. And there were some good ones with Victoria. No, it was Victoria. There was another one before that where there was lots of hooking. Oh, I just love
Iona and you said not Victoria and Iona?
They did a lot of hooking too, but there was one before that. I can't think, and there was just so much hooking.
I don't know. I was just watching old videos from Wall with women, and there were some serious in-depth hooking, So
exciting matches, right? Exciting females are exciting. I'm so excited by females.
You want to see a more, because that means you've matched the opponents up really well. So I don't want to be flashback.
I love that.
I want to taste. I always want a little taste.
What is your favorite, like for me, I flop, well, I try not to flop anymore. And when I do it, I try to do it properly now, but I like to press, that's sort of been my bread and butter. And obviously I'm working around that and doing other things now as I grow. But for each of you, what is your favorite go-to? Yeah. So it's something implicit that usually just happens when you're at the table. Hooking, top rolling, speed, back pressure, side pressure.
Losing.
They're not fast, so
okay, I can tell you, I want speed.
Me too. I
want speed. I think I think a lot of people think all we women do is top roll. So when you can get a versatile woman who can top roll, who has side pressure, who has hooking, there's not a lot. There's more top roll than there are that. So I think Victoria is one of those. I think Iona is one of those. Carolina can get in there. So yeah.
That's Swedish team. So jealous.
Nobody knows what Thea does because Thea just holds hands and they go over.
Listen, we American women crush on Sweden.
Yeah,
we do.
That's
what it is.
There's another. So they're kind of like the OGs of really getting the girl. But shout out to She Unit because they're all really trying to with Gina and Maddie, and now the Highway Hookers trying to get that together. But yeah, Fia and the Swedish group was definitely one of the first female empowerment arm wrestler groups I saw coming into the sport. And now we got Lucky and her podcast crew and taking Australia.
UK,
yeah. We have our new logo. That was merch wise. I want us to have some patches, some Velcro patches. Everybody's got their backpacks and stuff like that. That would be cool because you can kind of give those out.
It's a really good idea. You know what else you could do? It just came to me. I don't know if it's a good idea. The universe just sent it. You can, there's this random golf club that exists, and every time you can put on your bag and you get a number, so you're member number 1, you're member number 2, you're member number 3. It might be a little too late, but if you start with that, people that already have merch, maybe they'll want to be number 1, maybe they'll be I want to be number 1. You could have a member number thing.
I love it.
I don't even know what they're called. Drumming, I do things. They're that's a paradiddle. I'm oh, that it has a name. This beat has a name. Like, yeah. What are there? There's top roll, right? High hook. There's the king's move, which you're trying to phase out a little bit. Well, not the king's move, but like you don't want to extend too much, right? That's the thing with roughing. Like, I really want to be careful with this one, like, because you don't want to stop somebody too soon, but when they're out of their like chicken wing.
That's I think that's one of the things I liked about
Dangerous position.
about WAF reffing. Like, they don't even let it get to that point. They even, like, if you go back and just see, if you go on here and you watch my match with Ukraine at WAF, like, I didn't even think she was in an arm break position. They just automatically stopped her before she even got to the next level of it, and they had to do it twice with her. So, and I'm gonna beat her ass next time. Sorry, my bad. Love you, Ukraine. And Sweden. I know, Switzerland. Sorry. Eyes on the prize.
I loved at nationals, and I thanked the ref because I was in a dangerous position, and I thank you. You know, I need that. I want that. I'm just here to have, yeah.
Yeah, you got to commend refs that can do it, but you also have stubborn pullers that will keep going and not listen. And I think sometimes just your adrenaline and it just gets the best of you.
Yeah, it's true.
So.
I know for me, for the first year, like, I would just floppers press, but then once they figure it out, they take your hand. So you really have to, like, whoa, I need to redo everything. And I think when you rewire your brain, it takes a little bit to, like, break the synapse. But then once you do and you're a little more open, it's true, it makes it so much better. But yeah, I really love refs that are on the ball, say stop, they don't let it go. I don't need to see any injuries. I don't want to see any injuries, like, even just watching the television, so they don't even, because actually technically if they say arm break position, that's technically coaching, and you're not supposed to coach, so stop.
Yeah, right. Yep, usually it's they stop it, and I think that's like one of the things. So I don't know, I'll be learning soon. I'm gonna take some ref seminar. Hopefully that will help.
Female refs, that's one of the reasons. It's so not only like lucky, like I wanted to know the ins and outs, like any job, but also I would see Jocelyn. I've seen Sarah a little bit, Wilson, but Jocelyn and Christine Flicka a little bit. But I'm just like, man, we need more refs, like more female refs. It's another reason that I really want to continue with my time.
And we actually have plenty of female refs that ref and don't arm wrestle. So,
and especially a lot of female refs, which is nice.
Well, those women are scary.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about your experience. Yeah.
Well, okay, this is gonna sound like I say this and I don't mean to insult stuff, but when you go to Worlds, it's real arm wrestling. It's just a different level. You're going to realize you've been pulling at tournaments that have not even got you ready for WAF, what WAF does. I recommend doing a lot of AAA tournaments because the rules are you have to match back pressure and side pressure. And when you go to WAF, you're locked in and solid, and y'all are already pushing and fighting for the grip. You're tiring out, but you have to take the grip, I'm so used to being nice to the refs. Don't even talk to them, right?
No.
But I've even heard horror stories where refs have been threatened to be killed over their calls.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
And they are at the tables as just as much as we are. They are waiting just as much as we are. It is brutal for them. So they have to have so many to take the relief. And let's be honest, we all can be a little bit of assholes. Right? They have to put up with a lot of screaming and yelling. So commend to the refs. There's some really great ones out there, but
they shouldn't be yelled and screamed at. That's the point, right? Like,
Yep.
that they
Yep.
should
And
getting abused because
yep. And they don't play with the foul, like the fouls, the micro fouls.
I know. That's why I like Worlds though. It's so it's so precise. It's so clean, cut, and dry. This is how it is. I even when I showed my husband like a year ago, when I was like, oh, let's watch some arm wrestling, and we watched some other stuff that was more like, you know, a little more fun. And he didn't even really like that because it was too much. And so I said, well, let's watch Worlds because I wanted him to watch some arm wrestling. I'm like, what? He's like, oh, I like this because it was very to the point. There's no messing around. The refs aren't allowed.
Oh, she froze.
Very, yeah, it's really, even though it's like it's not their place, I do love the professionalism and the very like math, right? Right.
Yeah. You know what you're getting. And don't get me wrong, every ref is going to be different. I felt like each ref that I had was consistent in still the way they call. Like, okay, you've taken too long. It's been 30 seconds, ref grip. Okay, that person was still the same for me the rest of the way. I didn't know some things. They still answered my questions. You know, so they're still there to educate you too. Like safety is priority.
Yeah.
I like that. But like there are some people like you've got 30 seconds to get to the table and you're not there, like don't. And challenges, oh my God, challenges are crazy because you could have had one challenge where you saw something and and then your coach would have said you have to pick one of those challenges and figure out, and if you pick the wrong one, you know, so
right,
though that would make time fly faster. But gosh,
how much is it to challenge? Do they charge you like at nationals? It's $50. Same price.
100? Yeah. I want to say it was 50 euros, but also, God, a team might have to quote me on this. Now, you have to be careful too on how many times you contest because your team is, I think, is only allotted so many. So if I contest and somebody else, then you're up in the price and you're making it harder. So you really have to look to your captain going, should I? And it's like, no, it's not worth it, you know? But then there's people like, bump you. I'm arguing. And you lose that money. And if not, you know, you get it back. So.
Yeah, that's an exciting one. Yeah, reffing is, I have so much respect for reffing. When I did at the reffing seminar at Mayhem the night before, sure if I wanted to do the tournament until I did the super match in the tournament, and I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm so glad I did it. It was such a good experience. But one of the things that really stood out was one of the guys I had that was as I got to go with all three of them, they're all great. He would pull me aside first and say, what do you think the call was? And he would let me, and then he would say, that's right. So it was really good for reinforcement. But we went back up to the table and he called the call, and the guy was like, what? And he was so mad, and he was like getting mad, and I'm like, and I really should the head ref, but I was like, we both just, you know, we were both on the same page, but just that feeling like that all the time, even though we were right, and you just have to take it and move on, right? Lucky, would you do a ref?
Like just to participate in one?
Yeah, like so you do, and so do you want to level up? Like, do you want to try and do 3? I don't know what it's like for you guys.
No, because as soon as you level up, people tell you got to do it, and I'm like, no.
I think of this somewhere like
my excuse right now is I'm not certified to do anything other than down ref. So
you can't ask me.
Right. So.
Like where you have to do so many, like you have a year. I know for the Canadian one, like the CAWF, you can get your level 1 and you can't apply for the level 2 for a year. And in that, they want you to do 3 tournaments.
Well, there you go. I already lost my certification, so darn. Now you can't even ask me to down ref.
And so, and anybody else? So.
I want to do, I think I'm going to do a seminar here coming around nationals. I'd like to just to learn more, be more helpful to at the table with your teammates, because when you're getting ready for WAP, you have to know the rules. You got to practice certain ways, and you're really like, you're working for a lot of elbow fouls. Like, I still go back and watch. I fouled out twice with Switzerland, and I was like, okay, it is what it is. And I went back and watched it and zoomed in, and I'm like, I don't see them. I don't see them. Now, and then I fouled out twice with Ukraine.
Because they wasn't there, homie.
Now, when I saw that I fouled out with Ukraine twice, I'm like, I see that one and I see that one. Those were like legit. But like, I go to Switzerland and I'm like, really? Did I?
They wasn't there. 20,000 people saw they wasn't
but
there.
You're right. You do have to set up, like, and I know this too from, having been to Worlds and reffing at Worlds and etc. He really mentions how it's completely different. Your setup, the expectations of you when you get to the table. And I find when we do have people come by the club, a lot of people aren't used to that. So, just even setting up fair, like they're just, I see a lot of those things and they're like, boom, flashman, boom. And like, well, you were already cupping. Like,
well, it's not even that. You're like, if you're going to practice to try to beat somebody, then you're going to practice for the wrong reason.
Hey, practice pins count.
No, I mean, like in my head, okay, I'll admit, like when you get like,
no, it's true. Saying it's true. Like, you're there to build off of each other. I like to use the analogy, and actually,
no, I'm totally trolling. I don't actually think that.
No, yeah.
When the guys are exhausted and they're going in, and you see their wrist like going, and I like, all right, this is when you want to put it in the strap and just do it. So yeah, like there's women. There are times where the men, you go to practice, and somebody like say you're running like a king of the table type of thing.
Right. Yeah.
I will say that practice pins against my male teammates 100% count.
It is good. I like to think of it like when you're driving a car that's a stick. And Dave Hicks agreed with me, and he said he was going to use this one. Shout out to Dave Hicks. But it's like driving a car with a stick, right? If you're there at practice, I figured if you feel like something's not working, you try going to second, right? That's what practice is there to try and figure out transitions.
Yeah. Work on.
That's a really good analogy, actually.
I was sitting there thinking the same thing. That was pretty good.
Yeah. It was from the conduit. Not my idea.
And I think you have to have goals at each practice. What is the goal today? What are we working on as an individual and as a team and all that stuff?
I agree.
Like, it's your strat game on. All right, this is what we're gonna work on. Like, that's one thing I like when I come back from a tournament, and I lost, right? But this person had a different hand position, and I was just like, okay, we're gonna work on this. We're gonna work on my mistakes.
Yeah.
So I like that.
You keep a journal. I workouts, and then I have a place where I plan or write, like even a review of the year, what stuff and what I need to work on. And one of the things is like, I noticed even at the gym, or like at the gym, I was hit by a truck a couple years ago. So I realized like, that's why I'm always pulling. Because when I even do pronation exercises, I can feel, or like I'll do something in the gym. I'm like, oh, I'm a little, so keep a journal.
I keep a little bit. I do make notes when something doesn't feel right on certain workouts. I used to keep track of how many pulls I got in a day, and like, because I was practicing with some people, and I was like, you need to at least be pulling like this amount of numbers. I'm like, dude, I'm not even at 50%. Wow, I'm not even getting like a fraction of the practice that I need. And then I started practicing with chaos, and it was like, I've been hit by a truck every day. I can't feel my arms. I sleep like this. I don't want them bent. Yeah, I take notes, and then there's times where you go like, man, practice fucking sucked. Like, I didn't have it.
It's good to write that.
So I like that. Like,
too. to journal it, to get it off
Yeah.
your plate and express what was bothering you, so you don't carry it forward too sometimes, and manifest
Well, and
things.
think about it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and like think about it. Like, how did you sleep? How did you eat? There's days when you're working out, you're like, why do I not have any like muscle mind connection? Why do I always use the word squishy? Like I don't feel like
Sugar.
nothing feels connected.
Hydration is sugar. I find a lot of times when I feel that way, if I've had too much sugar the day before, I'll wake up and I'll feel mushy and swollen. I find a lot of times.
Yeah.
And it's good. It's good to write those things down. Like when I was getting ready for nationals, I like wrote what I do for a match too is the month before. I'll draw out a little calendar and I'll like really, and then I'll try go softer, but I'll write what I'm going to do the month before just to sort of visualize it. So I'm not thinking about it in my head too.
Yeah,
and
you have your deload week.
Yeah, exactly. That's a hard one because you want to be doing like you just blood work, like manifesting mental work, right?
Yeah, mobility.
Bands.
But here's the thing.
Yeah,
bands will give you just as much as the workout that those weights are. So
yeah,
bands are not always the greatest thing. Your blood flow could go get some cardio. Do your mobility.
Yeah.
You might as well just throw in a light little workout. But again, everybody's different. Malin was a perfect example. Like a lot of us will stop about 48 hours. Some people take like maybe a week. She's like 10 days. I think about 10 days. Like she's got it locked in. And then there's some girls that are like, no, I do it till right beforehand.
It's hard not to want to. I'm like, come on, to my husband, please. He's so strong and he works on a roof. He's like, oh, it hurts my wrist. But he's like, I gotta keep my body strong for work. But yeah, sometimes it's so hard to not want to like. But for me, I try and make it a week. And for the cardio and the bands, even just like for anybody that is listening, I like to put the band, when you're on the treadmill and then there's that bar above the treadmill, sometimes I'll loop the band through there. And so when I'm on the treadmill, I'll do my bands and the treadmill. So you're doing cardio and bands. That's a good one. Yeah. And so you're walking backwards and you're practicing your pressure. And sometimes it's just little micro movements, so it's easier when you're walking. And bands, I like to do bands after recovering from a match for blood work. And I like to do bands with the one-legged press. So when you do the press machine, like with the legs, ours is broken right now at the gym, but I'll do one leg and I'll attach a band to the pole and I'll practice like pushing off like it's a real table. So I love bands. I have a band with me all the time. You could be on the bunk.
I just popped every single band, so I have to put a thicker one. So we call them oh shit grips or your chicken shit grips. So I have one that's across the passenger. So I tie it and loop it. So when you're driving to practice, you're like,
Yeah, I do that too.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good way to get
that's my grip is like surviving in Vancouver.
Yeah, and always like I have like therapy balls, so I'll work the thumb. I have little donuts.
Yeah.
So when you're driving to practice, because practice to me is like 3 hours, so it's like you want to hurry up and warm up and all that stuff too.
You know what you would like is something called a gyro ball. I broke mine, but you wind it up, you wind it out, and then you like the gyro ball.
So that the first arm wrestling experience I ever had, Heidi Cordner had that at Vegas when we were doing some exhibition type of stuff, and that thing is hard as shit.
I love it. I got it because of physio for my shoulder. Like he recommended it, but then I was like, this is great for arm wrestling and I can do it. I love it. And then it's funny when people are like, it doesn't work. You're like, it takes a minute to get into it. But the PSI, the pressure, mine's broken actually. Now that we're talking about it, I need to get a new one because I miss it. And you can do it anywhere on the treadmill, And while you're
anything that can make the treadmill more interesting. You got to listen to really good music. I have a tread in my garage, so I have to lift up the garage and people with the dogs, and I listen to some really interesting. I'm very eclectic. Like I have from like Otis Redding to like
yes, me too. I love Otis.
In this moment, so I will like be like 50s and 60s until like I call it I hate your mama music.
I'm the same. I'm all over the map. I have like System of a Down,
Pantera.
Toxic, and then well, I have my limits. There's things I won't listen to. Like,
Girl, listen, I'll still jam to old 80s, okay? So I rock out to Billy Ocean's Loverboy on cardio. I don't care. I will listen. Not a guilty, but I will still listen to Milli Vanilli, Blame It on the Rain, and everything that has a little beat. So all like roller skating music. So I like it all.
And then I like to if I know I'm gonna be on there for like more than 15 minutes with music, I like to put on a comedy show. Like right now, I'm rewatching Always Sunny in Philadelphia, like something to make me laugh. So I'm like weirdo. I'm like,
Did Shaz have to leave?
No, she's coming back.
Okay, so, but yeah, I have to have, when I'm running intervals, like you'll have that relaxed movement, and then I need that like rage out music. I even listen to like Native American powwow drums. I actually have one of my favorite songs, which is really good to play. It's called Canadian Destroyer, because I'm gonna hurt a Canadian come April. Watch me I just want to be one Canadian.
Ooh, I like it. We're getting some shit started here.
Yeah. Now what's going to happen is that I'm going to come and I'm going to finish dead last. And we're going to come back to this going, yeah, how was that Canadian Destroyer? Okay. I'm going to be tuck-tailing. I'm going to be like,
you're not going to be dead last.
I have another question after Lucky. What's your anthem song? Just in life. Mine is Rage Against the Machines. F you, I won't do what you tell me. That's my song. Yeah. It's literally my whole life. I've been like, since I was 6.
Love it. I'd say mine right now is Could Have Been Me. So
how's that song? Sing it for me.
It's from Sing. I'm not singing. It's from Sing 2. Halsey sings it, her character, but it's like a remake.
I knew it was going to be from a musical movie.
But yeah, that's my song right now. But I have to say that Robert Kelly made me a song that I put on a little clip of a video, but it's like a 4-minute song, and I have to make a longer video with it because it's pretty legit. I like it a lot. So.
Is this the one?
No, I'll send it to you.
Okay, good. Oh, this one? There's so many could have beens.
Yeah, it's that one, but it's the one it's the Halsey version of it. So
what about you, Shaz? What song do you like to get you pumped up at the gym? Pump
laugh.
It up. Oh, I love to laugh. That's gonna be a hard. Is this Alex Fitzgerald?
Elaine Strick.
Okay.
It says, "Are you having any fun?"
Oh, I love that song. Are you having any fun? What's the point of living? Yeah, I like that song. Any fun?
It's so much fun.
Chiquita
and like,
banana.
if you listen to the lyrics, they're hilarious. So. Okay.
Right.
I love
I've got that, and then of course my 80s hair band, my metal stuff. So
I like 70s rock
it.
is my favorite era. It's the only thing that I didn't get morning sickness to when I was pregnant.
Oh.
It's literally 70s rock. Like I don't know if it was the kid or what. I love all music, but yeah, I would literally get physically. I mean, I can listen to pop music now. But what about you? What, Maddie? What about what did you?
I had 2 songs, so I'm an oldie. I'm a definitely rocky kind of girl. So Robert Tepper's, No Easy Way Out. But then I am a huge fan of Dorothy, and my song called Missile. Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
That
Yeah,
one.
put that in the chat for everybody.
Yeah. And I
Wrong.
am I think it's Ashes of a New. That's a really good band. I like that one. Well, my favorite song is probably like My Name. That was good. So I like that. But yeah, shit, I got a bunch. I Walk from Pantera. Anything that
Yes.
makes you kind of want to flip the
I
bird
love
and like
Velocity.
for a
Yeah.
year like walking down like you want to walk out and be like you don't really want to mess with me. I look nice and everything, but I'm a biter.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like when people mistake my I like that. I've learned as I've gotten older, it's a good filter for people to underestimate me or just mistaken my kindness or my intelligence. It's a good filter for life.
Yeah. You need sometimes you need those musics just to kind of
I create a list every time I have like a big tournament coming up, and I used to do this before arm wrestling for golf, right? Like I've been golfing about 4 years, and I even with that I like to push myself into a tournament right away. So I would create little playlists, and then what happens though is like once you've done that tournament, you kind of got to create a new one because even if you've won, there's some songs you're just like I've heard this a million times now. But I like to create a new playlist every match that's coming up. So I'm gonna start working on my next one for whatever the next one is.
Yeah, because you I noticed when I first started pulling, like you get that anxiety and everything, and your heart starts racing, and then you have an adrenaline dump, and you've got nothing at the table.
And a real dump. It's called gurgle guts. That's what I call it.
Oh, I don't get those. Maybe just like when I go for runs right before a race, like the nervous pee, like you think you have to pee, but it's like a tinkle.
Arm wrestling, you know what? Arm wrestling.
You almost made it the whole show without Amanda talking about bodily fluid. Yeah.
Oh, this is great. No, it's so important. Arm wrestling, I feel like because I used to be in a band for like a little over a decade, and so I've had those kind of nerves, and I did other competitive things, but there's nothing like the feeling before arm wrestling. It is like so intense. It's so much more than any other. And then I'm so happy when it's over and I can just scream and yell for everybody else.
It's so intense, but like it's definitely more intense when you catch that hand and then you're just like, okay, don't get stupid. All right. Your table cue is this. It's so, and then you can hold and try to figure out and maneuver, or you can hear your teammate yelling the cues and there's no tunnel vision. Those are the moments and then you lose, but you're like, oh, but I'm in the game.
Yeah.
In
the zone.
So I feel like there's just all my favorite matches are like ones I lost. But I had a chance. I held. I got this.
It gives you more to work with, right? Like when you win, it's great, but really, it's not till you lose that you're like, whoa, okay, let's get started now.
Yeah. So I like
losing.
So it was like a year. It was a year before I caught a hand. So. Yeah, you got to keep going. Everybody's like, because they're so afraid of losing. So no, you just got to keep going. Losses are what make you.
Catching hands. You're a hand catcher. Hey, that's what I want to work on. It's in my book. I want to work on that more because I'm usually the one to give. So it is a little scary to trust. I'm fast, but and I know I'm strong, but it's trusting in that to be the one to catch.
Yep.
Instead of the one to give. I'm a giver. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Right.
I like learning transitioning from the losing position.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say it's
my dogs are about to destroy. Yeah, it's 11:40 here, babe. We have a show tomorrow. So tune in. We have Monroe Nunwheeler coming in, and I probably butchered her name. She'll tell me tomorrow in the pre-show how you say it. But I'm super excited. She's a younger puller, so she's super excited to come on the show. So I'm really excited to have her. And then next week we have an Australian lady coming on.
Love an accent.
Netta, yes, and she goes by Coach Z. She has a very strong following in her health realm, and she just got into arm wrestling and is doing very well and came first in her class at Over the Top 2. And so for somebody,
Ooh.
yeah. So she's
Hear
gonna
more
be
about
she's
that.
gonna be. Yep. So tune in next week, January 10th at 10 p.m. Eastern, for that show. I'm excited for her. So it's
And
kind
you
of a
ladies
two worlds
stick around for
combining
the after
with that one.
show. And I've got my announcement. I'm pretty excited about it, but we can't be on air for it.
Got it. All right. No. Thank you, everybody,
again,
for tuning in.
this podcast was for you. We love you. Thank you so much for everything you do for us. I'm sorry we had to be a little deceiving about it, and we didn't have it planned out very well. I just blurted it out. I couldn't stand it anymore. So
I want to do a quick shout out to Houdini, like new follower, and
yeah, that's great.
How the reciprocation and talking to us and wanting us, like, love it. So don't forget to Facebook friend, find us in the group, tag us with ideas.
He's been on a couple of chats. I don't think y'all
I haven't seen him.
Right. No, which is funny because his name's Houdini. But he's also been in other chats with me on different shows. So I'm pretty. Yeah. But yes, he's definitely a supporter, and we very much appreciate him supporting over here too.
And I'll try and send. I need to leave too right away, but later tomorrow, send you all the videos to your messenger that you can enjoy all the true and beautiful things that everybody had to say about you. All the blessings in this year, and just know that everybody is behind you and supporting all the things you do for everybody else.
Thank you.
Yes.
People that count, anyways.
Yes. And let's.
Well, I wasn't gonna say it, so thanks.
I've been biting my tongue, so
hey, let's close this off so we can hear the juice.
Yeah, right.